Let us burn the sage. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the earth signs first. Okay, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, I make sure this energy real good. Okay, so we're gonna set that to the side, let that burn, let that do what it does. Okay, so let's hop into it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a very general reading. If you want to book a private reading, you know where to find me at CamWonderProductions.com. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's see what's in the energies for you. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Alright. Okay. Alright, we got the 9 of Cups. Okay. Focus. Alright, let's get some focus on. There we go. Automatically, we're talking about persistence. We're talking about getting rewarded for our hard work. However, we're also talking about stubbornness, not really knowing how to move or when to move in some cases. I feel like for earth signs, this has a lot to do with your emotional stability because it's all or nothing with y'all. So it's like, okay, we gonna run into these emotions or we're not gonna do it at all. Okay, your moon placement will exalt this energy. So if you have a fire moon, real temperamental, okay, especially right now. However, also very passionate. So take that how it applies. Because if you find that you're temperamental, then maybe this may be your most creative energy. It just depends on how you want to look at it, okay? So definitely take a step back and pay attention to your emotions, earth signs. I definitely want you guys to take note of what's going on in your emotional sector. Sorry, my cats are fighting. Apparently there's not enough window seal for everybody in the house, so they choose to fight over the one in my little office or sanctuary. When it comes to matters of love interest, you guys have a lot of options but are very picky. So do what you will with that. That's not me saying that you need to make a decision right now, because with Venus being in Aquarius and the Mercury retrograde, that's probably not the best thing to do right now. By the time this video publishes, I'm sure we'll be in Mercury's shadow, but nevertheless, don't rush nothing that shouldn't be rushed. And when it comes to matters of the heart, that's definitely not something that you should rush. I mean, do what feels natural. Sometimes a 2-month timeline is enough time for people to fall in love and get married. However, that is not the case for everybody. Very rare, in fact. But it's also important to know what's for you and what isn't, especially in this energy, because emotionally, I feel like you guys are hard to get to, but you also you like the attention. You like to entertain. Like, you don't like to be the center of attention, but you like the attention. Let's pull some more cards. But very creative nonetheless. Like I said, I'm definitely feeling a lot of creativity here. I'm feeling really enjoying the skin that you're in type vibes. If you're not, you will be soon. Okay? Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. This energy is pressure. We got the 10 of Pentacles out with this. Okay, this is your energy. Definitely earth sign energy, but it's also energy that deals with the home sector. So when it comes to your lineage, matters of the heart, your family, how you interact with your family, things like that, I think that this card is signifying for us in this context that some of you are ready to take things to the next level and start a family. Like, you're ready to get serious, especially if your Venus is in Capricorn, or Virgo or Taurus, if you have an earth sign Venus. So I'm feeling taking things to the next level, but I'm also getting that if you're an artist or you've been contemplating starting a new business or whatever the case may be, this is definitely the matters of doing it. A lot of you have been doing a lot of research for quite some time, and it's definitely time. Mercury retrograde, but right after the retrograde, don't keep prolonging it, okay? It's about taking action because things are working in our favor here, okay? I feel like career-wise, things will be going well. Things will be on the up and up. I feel like you guys will get your power and highlight your talents. Specifically at work. Okay, let's pull one more and then an overall. Please, universe, ancestors. Let's see what's in our Earth sign energy. The Princess of Cups. Okay, so some of you may have this water sign energy in your around. This may be a person that you're dealing with, or this is your moon sign. Intuition, feeling the flow. Okay, these are the words that come to mind when you look at the reading altogether. The Princess of Cups really highlights how important it is to use your intuition, how important it is to overstand even how your intuition and your logical mind are essential to work hand in hand. You have got to find a healthy balance in knowing what is right for you and then knowing what you feel to be tradition. Sometimes those will not be mutually exclusive, Earth sign. So you have to take a step back and understand, hey, listen, I know that this is what I'm used to, or maybe this is even what I was taught. However, this is the direction that I'm being pulled in. This is the direction that is motivating me to be better. This is the direction that is encouraging me to expand, to grow. This energy is going to push you out of your comfort zone. I also feel like for some of you, you may meet someone who changes your perspective, who enlightens you in a way spiritually and emotionally, and sometimes this works simultaneously. So definitely understand that when you get a message, sometimes you're supposed to be focusing on the message and not the messenger, especially in this energy. Okay, I want to get one more for the overall, and then we'll really get into the summary and wrap this up for you guys, okay? Let's see. Overall, energy for the Earth signs, please. Let's go. I got the Hangman and the Fool. This is interesting because we were kind of just talking about this, right? So these came out together. Okay, so I'm gonna take them together. They came out together as the overall energy, and I feel this. This feels a lot like ignorance is bliss in a good way. Not the negative aspect of ignorance is bliss, like, oh, it's sad that they don't know any better, but it's good that they don't know any better. And I say that because for you guys, it is so easy for you guys to get stuck in what you know, that you forget to take a chance on what you think you know. And when I say what you think you know, I mean what your intuition is telling you, but you're not 100% sure because it doesn't make complete sense, okay? This is leaning in faith and outside of solely being reliant on your logical brain. This is about changing your perspective as a whole. It is essential for you guys to understand that everything doesn't have to make sense, and it won't always make sense at first, okay? In some cases, especially when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to love, when it comes to evolution, when it comes to self-growth, sometimes it doesn't make sense until it makes sense, okay? So don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and really change your perspective here, because a lot of times, you're being overly critical of yourself and probably judging yourself and others around you way too harshly. So with that being said, take a step back, find some compassion, find some love, okay, find some grace, okay, because it's major here. This is not a year for you guys to be going in and playing the same fiddle. There's no need to continuously beat yourself up. There's no need to harbor over things that you cannot do anything about. However, when you take that same energy that you use to beat yourself up, to amplify that self-discipline I know you have, you get to change the entire narrative. but it's going to take you taking a step out of your comfort zone. This is necessary change for those Tauruses that have a hard time moving. Necessary change. And the change happens here first. It's all in here first. And then it manifests in real life. So don't be afraid to take the first step and stay consistent. As an earth sign, consistency isn't hard. However, getting started can be. Okay? Once you make it a habit, it's going to be easier for you. And this also includes balancing out your emotions a habit. Do not wait until you're having a breakdown. Okay? Do not wait until you're having a breakdown to deal with this. And I personally feel like my Virgos are going to have to be the ones to take a step back and realize when and where they're being stubborn unnecessarily. Okay? Major. You gotta take a step back and see the big picture. It doesn't always the big picture does not have A, B, C, D through Z plans. Okay? Not according to you anymore. It does not matter how perfectly you try to plan out your life. If you have an A, B, C, D through Z, I promise you, somewhere in between now, it's gonna get mixed and messed up, and you gonna be looking lost trying to follow this plan. Sometimes faith is the only way to move. It doesn't matter if nobody else understands. It doesn't matter if anybody else wants to judge you. It doesn't matter if it makes you happy, but it's not lucrative. It doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because you get to write the story. You get to set the tone. You get to decide what matters and what doesn't. Cute. Okay? And I know how easy it is to get caught here, trapped in this 3D stuff for earth signs. But I'm telling you, you've got major blessings on the horizon. And I feel like if you guys play your cards right, your happiness and your success will be mutually exclusive. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of room for passion here. There's a lot of room for creativity. You guys need to challenge yourselves creatively. I don't know what you've been focusing on. Working nonstop, coming home, going to sleep is not it. Okay? Impulsively shopping is not it. Okay? Impulsively eating is not it. Okay? You need to create a creative structure that you can thrive in, and that when somebody walks into your life, they can easily support it. And if you already have somebody in your life, you'll be surprised at how influential you are to the people that you love. You could be creating healthy change for everybody. And not to say that that's your responsibility, but to say that if you want to be better, there's no excuse not to. Somebody here also has a younger water sign energy around them. For some people, this is just a more childlike person who's very in tune with their emotions, intuitively and emotionally sensitive. And that I feel like if you stay close and continue to nurture or start to nurture the things that they despise the most of themselves, especially emotionally and their sensitivities, it will be more rewarding for you and then more. Okay, if this person is somebody who's just very childlike or feelings of emotional immaturity, it can be worked on. If this is a child, like I said, take the time to actually amplify and slow down and meditate and calm down and sit down with them in their emotions. If this happens to be you, the gifts are real. The gifts are very real spiritually. However, without the proper nurturing and patience, it can manifest negatively. It can manifest ignorantly. Okay? It can have you running in the wrong direction. And you'll get the right direction eventually, but it'll take you longer for no reason. Okay? So if you find that you're extremely sensitive, make sure you're always taking time to ground. Make sure you're always taking time to get in tune with what you have going on, okay? Earth signs, that was a big one. That was a lot, okay? And I really hope that you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed sharing this energy with you, uplifting you. We're looking to book a personal reading and would like to go more in depth, whether it be about love, whether it be about your career, whether it be about your natal chart, whatever it is. Find yourself over at CamelOnProductions.com and I would be happy to help. Thanks so much for watching.